Welcome to the Adecco Group's CEO for 1 month live stream. I'm Pips Taylor and I'm going to be your host for the proceedings of today. And we are in Zurich at the headquarters of the Adecco Group's office. And it's a very swanky new office. Now, I am joined today by the CEO of the Adecco Group, Alain Dehaze.
Hello, everybody.
Exactly. Welcome, welcome. And also by Esquivel and Marta, who is the Programme Director for the CEO for 1 month.
Hello. Hi, everybody.
Welcome. So, we've got a great show for you guys. Coming up, we will be hearing all about the programme. We will be discussing what makes a good CEO, what is the right attitude to have. We are also going to be, in actual fact, we would like you to be commenting on this, so please do get involved. Comment below in the little comments section. You should be able to see it right now. We do want to hear from you. This is the whole point about the live stream, is for you guys to be involved. So there's going to be some business advice, some careers advice from Alain, and we've also got a panel of former candidates who are going to be joining us as well. So we're also going to be finding out of the 117,000 people, which is a lot of applicants, who has made it through to the final 10, who will be going through to the boot camp in Paris next week. So we've got an awful lot to get through on our show, which is great. And as I say, we do want to hear from you guys. Please do comment below. And we will also later on be announcing our Guess the Finalist competition. So one of you will win €2,000 if you've guessed correctly. That's towards an education programme, which is a great prize. So don't forget to comment below. Let's start the proceedings and discuss this fabulous programme. So Alain, you are CEO of the Adecco Group. And actually, the day that you became global CEO, you were in Madrid at the boot camp for this programme. Why is it so important to you?
It is a very important program for me because, first of all, it is linked to my entry in the group of Adecco. Yeah. This program has been invented in 2011 in Norway. And starting in Norway, from one country, we duplicated to 3 countries in 2013, and today 50 countries, 117 candidates. So it's amazing. But it is important for me because we as the Adecco Group are giving the opportunity to young people to enrich their ability to gain a job.
Sure.
One of the key arguments of employer today is to say to the young people, oh, you don't have the right experience, so we can't give you a job. And thanks to us, thanks to this program, we are giving opportunities to young people to get a great job. Not only this 48 CEO for 1 month in or 48 countries, but also a lot of apprenticeships, a lot of apprentices, more than 14,000 since we have started this program.
That's amazing. And that's obviously reached so many people. And so, Isabel, what's the aim of the program for you guys?
Well, as Alain just said, the CEO for 1 month program. Through this program, we want to provide young people with job opportunities.
Sure.
This year, we started with the program on February, is when we opened the registration phase. Yeah. It was open for 3 months, and when we closed, we were so honored to see that we have 170,000 applicants applying for this job.
That's a lot of people. It's a lot of competition, I have to say.
A lot of competition,
now,
right?
Those 48 candidates, what have they been doing so far?
Well, I can assure you that they have been very, very busy.
Working
because, right, apart from becoming CEO for 1 month and shadowing the country manager, they have been asked to work in several countries. The aim of these challenges are that we want to assess them, we want to see how they work, and also we want to get their feedback about our company, about the work that we do every day. And those are fresh minds, and we always like to get from these fresh ideas that they have from our business.
Sure, and obviously the fresh ideas are very influential. Why is it important for a candidate to sort of, what stands out for a candidate to be selected? What are those things that you guys are looking for?
I can speak about myself.
Yes.
For sure, but we are looking for passionate candidates. We are looking for candidates really representing our values, this proximity, this entrepreneurship. And that's first of all what we are looking for. Second, we are looking for yeah, young people being authentic, very important. Yeah, also dreaming big, being bold. Yeah. Let's say very active, having great ideas. Yeah. Who loves to work in team, very important. This collaboration. That's all what we are looking for.
And what kind of tasks have our 48 candidates been doing so far with shadowing the other CEOs?
Well, apart from the tough work that has been shadowing their country managers, obviously traveling around the world and also being part of management teams, meetings, visiting clients, and etc., we also ask them to complete this challenge. They have had 6 different challenges this year. Yeah, one, all of them very different from the other. One of them, for instance, was we did a webinar with LinkedIn, and then they also have an elevator pitch, a really funny video where in a very short time of period they have to introduce themselves.
Sure, and we'll be coming on to the elevator pitch a little bit later on in the show.
Exactly, but for us the most important was the innovation project. The innovation project is always the last part of these challenges, and is where we ask the candidates to provide us with an idea that can fit to our company and also to the market where we operate. And we are quite often surprised with this amount of fresh ideas and the way they read and the way they see our market, right?
Of course.
And if I may say so, one of them, and I think it will be present during the show, will be Ernesto. Ernesto, who has been the CEO for 1 month of Italy, he has started a company inside our company. So you see that there is a great future for those who are joining us. And there is also not only a great future, but also there is the opportunity to put their ideas really at work.
This is something that really strikes me, is that they're so influential. And it's obviously not just about the candidates, it's also about you, Alain. How have the previous candidates redefined things for you and for the company?
Yeah, it's like Isabel was saying, for sure we are providing a great experience because they are shadowing us, they are traveling us, they are meeting a lot of people. Camille last year was together with me one day at the White House. She has been asked amazing. She has been asked to give her opinion about youth and employment and so on. But it's also for us and for me a really source of new ideas, of reflections. They are looking at how we are doing things with the eyes of a 22, 24 a young guy, and disrupting us on the way we are doing things, so it's great.
I love the word disruption, I think it's so good. And today we're going to be announcing the 10 finalists shortly, who are going to be going through to the CEO for 1 month boot camp in Paris. Now, from those finalists, just one is going to be chosen. I would say probably it's one of the biggest career opportunities they may ever have. Now let's take a little look at the moment that last year's candidate found out that she was going to be global CEO for 1 month.
Very excited. I can't believe it's almost over in 1 hour and 15 minutes. I think everybody's really prepared and excited for whatever happens.
All pumped up, absolutely ready.
Tense moments, but positively tense.
Excited. Can't believe it's over.
My 2000 CEO, 16 for 1 month, Camille Clément.
I'm very, very happy. I was both surprised and excited when I heard my name. I am feeling extremely grateful towards the teams and all the wonderful competitors that I had the chance to meet, because we are a very great team and I'm sure we're going to stay in each other's life for the future.
And Camille was, of course, very, very excited, and she had every right to be. Let's have a little look about her experience of the whole programme when she became CEO, global CEO for 1 month.
For sure, Camille has been elected as the global CEO for 1 month. We had plenty of outstanding candidates. But what makes the difference with Camille was really that she was reflecting the core values of Adecco, the passion, the sense of responsibility, and this entrepreneurship we are looking for at young people.
As you know, Alain is an impressive person, and I believe that he is extremely challenging with other people because he is first challenging for himself. He was asking for my advice and my inputs after every single meeting.
It's not only about Camille learning or seeing what the life of a CEO is, but it is also for me having a person from another generation, from the generations of the future, to have really at my side and allowing me to get a lot of new perspective.
As a leading provider of HR solutions, you have a voice on the political and economical ground, and we met 4 different ministers and Secretary of Labour. I was lucky enough to go to the White House with Alain to take part to the Global Apprenticeship Network, where I could also express my thoughts about youth unemployment and how social media can help bridge the gap. Just 2 months, I learned pretty much more than 10 years. It was definitely the most challenging thing I've done in my entire life, the most life-changing experience that I ever had, and it's something that I can just only advise to young people around me.
That's our previous winner, Camille, talking about her incredible experience of this programme. Now, we are going to be joined now by a brilliant panel. And also do remember, I would like you all to get involved at home. Please comment below on Facebook. We've got loads of great things coming up. We're going to have top tips and advice from these guys on applying. We're going to be discussing what it takes to be a good CEO. What is the right attitude to have? So we'd love to hear from you. Please do pop your comments down there because we'll be discussing those. And we'll of course be announcing our finalists for this year. That's very shortly. And we're also going to be announcing the winner of our other, it's not really a game, the winner of our competition. Let's get it right, shall we? The winner of our competition who will be winning €2,000 towards an education programme. So there's still loads of great things to come. Now, I would love to introduce the rest of my panel. I have Ernesto Lamaina. He was CEO for 1 month of Italy, and he created a startup with Adecco that you just mentioned, Alain, and it's called Adia. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure, thank you, and thanks, Alain, for the kind words. No, Adia is a platform that helps basically people to find jobs in a very, very easy and fast way, using the device they use the most, which is their smartphone. And then at the same time, we just happen to help also companies in order to find candidates easy and fast. And to find where the opportunities are. Yeah. Brilliant. Well, well done you. Thank you. I'm also joined by the lovely Claire Houston. She was CEO for 1 month in UK and Ireland. She's since worked for Coca-Cola. She's now back at the Adecco Group. How has the programme helped your career?
So the programme's really probably more than helped, has been the start of my career. And I can attribute that to the fantastic people that I connected with on the programme. So whether that was Alain or my other contestants, or my managers in country, they're people that have been in the industry for years, have a lot of knowledge, and have really helped me navigate some of the challenges that you face stepping into the career ladder. You know, from university. Sure, and I mean, what I love about the panel that we have today is they were all in the same year. So we'll hopefully get some insights into their experience very soon. And I am, of course, joined by Dick Boreel. He was the CEO for 1 month in the Netherlands. He's now a business consultant. What was the greatest lesson that you learned from taking part, Dick?
First of all, there were many lessons, but one of them is that CEOs are really people like you and me, and they have been in our shoes. And in the beginning I was really looking up to them and really like thinking like this is not achievable for me. And today I really understand how I could maybe become a CEO myself in the future. Well, absolutely. Well, a huge welcome to you guys. I would just like to say we are now going to talk about CEOs, about what the right attitude is to have, because I know that's very important for you as well, Alain. So our 48 candidates who we're going to be seeing in a video shortly, they've been going to meetings, much like you guys did, bringing all of their ideas to the table. What is the right attitude for a candidate to have and for a CEO to have? Alain?
Let's start with you as a CEO.
It's a difficult one to speak about yourself. I think, first of all, you need to work hard. You can say, for sure, we all speak about balance in life, private, professional, but it is about hard work. It is about having big dreams, big ambitions, and go for it. It is about authenticity, empathy, they're very important. But it is also very important about team.
Team, yes.
About the ability not only to build a team, but to engage a team and to be successful all together.
Yeah, and to inspire a team as well.
Absolutely, because success is never the result of one person.
Sure.
Success is always the result of a successful team.
Yeah, absolutely. And Ernesto, would you agree with that? What would you say is the right attitude for a CEO to have?
No, I fully agree with that. And then if I can add a couple of points, then I would say one would be curiosity, which is really trying to dig more and more and more and try to understand new things. And one is resilience, because you have a lot of ups and downs and you want to control that somehow. And the third one, which I think is probably the most important, don't take it too serious.
You've got to have some fun with it on the way, don't you?
Have some fun while you do it.
Yeah, absolutely. And Claire, so you're also on the jury to help select candidates.
Correct.
What is it specifically that you're looking for?
So for me, one of the attributes that candidates can have that really define themselves is the ability to actively look for opportunities in situations. They're going to be in lots of situations that are not the ideal one for them. We have lots of situations that we come across where we maybe haven't got the position or the allocation of the project that we want. But what really defines someone that's successful is that they're able to play that hand of cards that they were dealt like it was the one they really wanted. They need to be able to identify the opportunities and identify their opportunity to really perform. And for me, that's really what makes a candidate very successful.
Sure, so it needs to be really flexible as well, kind of ready to take on anything, it would sound. Dick, what would you say is the right attitude?
For me, it's a little bit in line with what Claire said. For me, it's really the ability to listen and to listen to every single person you meet, because everyone has something that you don't have. And I really believe that if you actively listen and then quickly analyze, you're able to make the best well-founded decisions.
I can perhaps try to summarize what we have all said.
Please do. We love a summary. We love a summary on a live stream.
Even better than a summary, a formula. And the formula is what I call the 4 Ps, my 4 Ps, which is all about people.
Yes.
So making sure you have the right people with and around you, motivated people, engaged people, the best people in their competencies. It is about the purpose, so that everybody knows exactly what they have to do, why they have to do it, so that everybody has clear objectives, understood objectives. That's the second P, the purpose. And then the third is about the performance, like Claire was saying, really the ability, but also the willingness to perform, to outperform, because when you are in a company, when you are in a sector, you want to be, you want to perform. We are the global leader. Sure. We want to perform. We want to stay number one and consolidate our number one position. And so when you have the best people around you with a clear purpose and very efficient performance management, then for sure you are successful and you get your profit, you get your target, you win customers, you win the best candidates to work for you. So the 4 Ps formula.
The 4 Ps formula. Excellent. Now, Alain, you started in your mother's shop. What do you think the most important steps in your career were? Classic live TV.
No, I've been fortunate that my mother was working when I was quite young, and I was there also to help her and to embrace this business, because we had customers and I could help her, and it gave me the ability to connect with customers, with all type of customers, the ability to sell them something, which is very important. ideally more, more expensive, like you were saying, and to calculate fast, because that's very important. And so it has been my first working journey, and I'm grateful to my parents and my mother especially to give me the opportunity, even if I was 6, 7 years old, to already help her and be autonomous in the store.
Start them young. Oh, well, thank you so much for your comments on that. It's really been very insightful. Now, if you've just joined us back home, welcome. This is the Adecco Group CEO for 1 month live stream. We're going to be announcing the finalists shortly, so do stay with us. We're also going to be announcing the winner of our Guess the Finalist competition. That person will have won €2,000, which is a lot of money, to go towards an education programme of their choice, which is a fantastic prize. So we have also got some big career advice coming up from these guys. And so if you are looking for tips on how to apply, then definitely stay with us. And also please do comment below. What does make a good CEO? Please do get involved. If you agreed with what these guys said, if you don't agree, then that would be fab. Right, so if you've just tuned in, you've missed all that, but don't worry, this video will be available just afterwards for you guys to catch up. So shortly we're going to be announcing our 1 month finalists, but first here are some of their elevator pitches, obviously in an elevator.
Greetings, my name is Julian and I'm the new CEO for 1 month at Adecco Bulgaria. Please follow me to the top of this elevator to see why I should be the next global CEO.
And that's first of all because I have a passion for empowering the best in others, and I really want to make that difference.
I think I can do this and I know how to do it.
I love to make things happen and I'm passionate for what I do.
I will show you the passion I have for the work you do at Adecco.
This is why I'm the next global CEO. The right brain. Painting since the age of 5. The left brain. Complex problems, structure analysis, simple, innovative solutions. I deliver results.
And if you want to be a leader, you have to inspire others. My hashtag is stop whining all the hustlers are my brothers.
This is something I know a lot about. I have strong roots and I know how to produce results.
I aspire to design solutions because I believe that there's potential in everything and everyone. We just have to find the right solution.
I'm a united mind and body who can lead my team forward.
This gives me the talent of taking care of my people.
As Gandhi said, be the change you want to see in the world. Well, I want to be that change, but I need you.
I really want to make a difference in the world and do that by being a senior leader.
Hi, thanks for joining my morning run. I'm Gamze Virgan, CEO for 1 month at Adecco Turkey. I'm ambitious, hardworking, passionate, but more importantly, I'm human-centered.
People often ask me how do I manage it, and the answer is really, really simple. Do what you love, and you'll never have to work a day in your lifetime.
You, and only you, can decide to which floor you want to go up.
Right now, I'm looking forward to becoming the global CEO. To represent my country overseas. Why? Because I have the attitude, the passion, and I love what I do. See you soon, Mr. Alain.
Lots of elevator action there. Now, I'm sure you guys all had to do an elevator pitch. Did you?
Absolutely.
You did, you did. What should people bear in mind if they're doing an elevator pitch? Why is it important?
Okay, so I'll take this one first. Okay. So I think one of the things that our candidates did a great job of this year was really using the time to show us a little bit of themselves and their personality. And I think it's important not to be too corporate. You know, we really want to get a feeling for who they are and what they like and their style of communication. And I think that's kind of being genuine really shows through in that context.
Brilliant. Have you got any sort of top tips on the do's and the don'ts of elevator pitching?
I would say I agree with what Claire said, and I would I'd keep it very simple.
Yeah.
Keep it very, very simple and memorable, because that is, I think, is the key. If you make it too complex, then people will not understand and they will forget. So simple.
It's one of those practices, isn't it? Everyone's sort of like, what's your elevator pitch? You know, when you kind of meet people, they sometimes say, what's your elevator pitch? So it's a really good exercise, isn't it, to kind of get you thinking about, you know, how you would pitch yourself, I suppose. Dick, do you have anything to add on that, on the elevator pitch?
I mean, totally agree with what has been said. And again, I think it's very important to be remembered. They need to only remember you afterwards. So be very selective on what you say and what you don't say. And just make sure that the message that you pass is received by the audience.
Sure. Now we're having lots of messages from Facebook saying that they love those pitches, which is good because we also love them. And so, guys, sort of a lot of people back home will also be wondering, like, what is the process of applying? So if someone who is watching now wanted to apply to the programme, what advice would you give them? Let's go for you, Ernesto. Yeah, go on, Dick.
The only advice I have is don't think about it and do it. Do it and just, I mean, I think it is for all of us. I mean, we have applied at a certain day. I remember the day very well. And I never thought that I was going to be like the new CEO for 1 month in the Netherlands. But I am, and we are like the story that it is possible and you can do it. Just do it. The only thing is apply and dream big.
And Alain, how do you stand out? What tips have you got for people to sort of stand out online and kind of get, capture the Adecco Group's eye?
Be yourself. I think that's the most important thing. What is important in the CEO for 1 month is not really the destination. No. What is very interesting, what is rich is this journey. And what you do, with whom you do, you discover new friends, new environment, new experiences. Yeah. That's what is rich. The destination, okay, is for sure, it's nice, but the journey, so be yourself. That's the only advice I give.
I like that. Be yourself and enjoy the journey. Do you guys have anything else to add there for our top tips for elevator pitches and applying?
I would say what Alain said is really, really fantastic. And I think throughout the entire process, which is along the lines of what Dick said, it's just you take your fears, you leave them at home since the moment you press hit the button, and then you see what happens.
You have to be fearless.
You do. I have a last tip.
Please.
Please join us.
I love that. No, absolutely. Well, you've 117,000 candidates that you've had to go through this year. That is a lot of people. And we're now down to 48 who've been the global CEO, well, they've been the CEOs for 1 month in their country. And now, well, very, very soon, we will be announcing, well, Alain has the honour of announcing who those 10 finalists are going to be. So, as I say, please do keep getting in touch. Do send us in any questions or any comments that you have. And I think it's time to do our announcement. How's everyone feeling?
Oh,
I'm quite nervous.
I'm
excited. But how did you guys find out that you were a candidate? That you were down through to the final, to boot camp? How did you find out?
I think, again, was announcing this, and it was very, very exciting moment.
Yeah.
Because you really wait for it, you work pretty hard to get there. So.
Is it bringing you back now?
For sure. To be honest, I feel really sorry for all the candidates that are sitting there right now, waiting for this final answer.
Well, we just want to say a huge congratulations to everyone who's come to this point as well, because it's really such an amazing feat to have got this far. So yeah, I think, Alain, we're about to announce our live candidates who've got through to boot camp. So without further ado,
should we go?
Over to you.
Okay, good. So there is no special ranking. I've done it by just by countries, and starting with the first country, Bulgaria. So Julian Silyanovsky, congratulations. We wait for you next week in Paris. Then the second is David Torres from Colombia, big trip from Colombia, but you are also expected next week in Paris. The third one is, he will stay home. It's Maxime Letellier in France. And then we go not so far from France to Germany, Anne-Sophie Kowalewski. So welcome in Paris, Anne-Sophie, next week. And then we move still in Europe, but we move to the north, to Norway. And welcome to Akon Hall from Norway. We move again to South America and to Peru with Valeria Melendez. So Valeria, jump in the plane, we are waiting for you. And then we continue where I am now, in Taiwan. And in Taiwan we have Lo An Lin. So Lo An Lin, welcome also to us. We have Exakul Charo Supkul from Thailand. So Thailand, so welcome also to the boot camp. And then we come back to Europe. Claire, UK, Ed Broadhead. Welcome Ed to also the final. And I will finish with a USA. Sydney Rieckhoff, welcome to Paris next week. So, congratulations to all of you.
So fantastic. They are our 10 finalists who will be on their way next week to the CEO for 1 month boot camp in Paris. So there we have it. We have a little bit of a round of applause going on here. There we have it. A huge congratulations to those of you who've got to this point. You should all be incredibly proud of how far you've got, and a big congratulations to our 10 finalists. You've all achieved so much throughout this competition, and I'd like to say on behalf of the Adecco Group, it's been a huge pleasure for them to guide you through to this far, and please make sure you stay in touch. Now, guys, we've got our finalists. What's in store for them? What is in store indeed? So, Alain, what opportunity will the 10 finalists have?
Oh, the 10 finalists will have a lot of opportunities next week. First of all, to get to know each other. I think it's an invaluable experience. They will get to know Paris. Perhaps some of them don't know Paris. Paris, the city of love. So it's great.
And hard work.
Yeah, also hard work. But also, very important, at Adecco, it's work hard, but also party hard. So I think
I like the balance.
we will organize. We will organize that. And for sure, one of them will have the pleasure of the horror to be 1 month with me, to go to South America, to go to various countries in the world, probably also China, Singapore, all of that in 1 month. So a heavy month. So sleep well, because you will need a lot of energy.
Take your sleep while you can. Now, obviously, you guys were all at boot camp. Claire, what was the best part of boot camp for you?
The best part of the boot camp for me was actually getting to know the 9 other finalists. And I think one of the key attributes of a great global CEO is that they can empathise with different cultures and have that real global perspective, coming from a country that wasn't something that I'd had before. So being able to spend those days with my other finalists was one of my favourite things for sure.
Oh, and Dick, what was the biggest surprise about boot camp?
I mean, almost everything at boot camp was a surprise from minute one, because we didn't know anything. But I mean, I would say, like, expect the unexpected. Prepare very well. I mean, prepare your elevator pitch again. Do your homework. Know everything about the company. I mean, do everything at the highest level you've ever done, and then in the end also enjoy, because it's over before you know it, and then it's only memory.
Oh, and then Ernesto, what was the most challenging thing for boot camp for you?
I think
to meet me.
Yeah, definitely. No, I think what I said before, it's really, you have to go there with the mentality of you don't know what is coming, right? And you just take 1 minute at a time, 1 minute at a time. You go on and on.
1 minute, not even a step, a minute. That's how hard you're going to be working.
Yeah, I think that, and then also we had a lot of fun, as Alain said. You know, I think we did a few activities. You know, we ran through Madrid on a Segway, and you know, we had a lot of fun there.
Yeah. Yeah. And what else can our candidates expect? Like little sleep, hopefully to enjoy themselves. What other things can they expect
during the bootcamp? Yeah. I think very nice challenges. I remember when in Madrid they just took us in the city center on the market and they said go around sell cheese, right? That's something you don't expect, but again, that's really lovely. And I think still today, I think those were 3 of the best days of my life. Wow. So congratulations to the 10 of you, and I think enjoy Paris.
Enjoy Paris. And do you have any other final tips, Alain, for our finalists who are kind of very excited to be joining next week, but thinking, oh my goodness, I've got so much work to do? Do you have any tips for them?
Sleep well.
Brilliant. And do you have you guys have a final message for those applying maybe for next year? Any final top tips for our viewers?
No.
I think that to kind of mirror what Dick has said is that there's lots of people out there that are probably watching this and thinking, I just don't know if that could be me. And I think the first step in this process is just hitting that button. Just that's it. 1 minute at a time. So take the minute, hit the button and apply.
Apply, get involved and make the most of it. What an incredible opportunity. Right, so we have one more announcement, which is going to be the Guess the Finalist competition announcement. So this is for our viewers back home. Now, a few weeks ago, we set you the task of if you could correctly guess our 10 finalists, then you could win €2,000 towards an educated an education programme of your choice. And I can reveal that the winner is, a drum roll please, and actually can I just say 37,000 people guessed. Wow. So 37,000 guesses, and we have our one winner. And I can say that it is from Vietnam. It's early evening there, so good evening. I hope you're watching. Congratulations to you, Tyler Nguyen. You are €2,000 richer towards an education programme, so well done. Well, there you have it. Our 10 finalists have been announced. This video, if you have missed anything, any top tips from our brilliant panel, it's going to be online so you can catch up there. Thank you to everyone for commenting. Please do stay tuned to the Adecco Way to Work Facebook. From the 11th of September, you will see all of the bootcamp action and challenges from Paris. I, for one, am definitely going to be tuning into that because I can't wait to see what they're all going to be up to. And on the 14th of September, we will be back live from Paris with the announcement of who the global CEO for 1 month will be. So also, applications for next year are open from February 2018. As I say, please do head over to the Facebook, the Adecco Way to Work on Facebook for all further information. I would like to thank my brilliant panel for all of their words of wisdom and encouragement. And Alan, you've taken a huge amount of time out of your busy, busy schedule. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for commenting. And thanks for getting involved. And we will see you on the 14th of September in Paris.
Bye-bye.
Bye.